So, wanted to weigh in on this whole pretty privileged Steph Co. um, uh, situation. I wasn't gonna do anything about it. Everybody covered it. I didn't think there was anything that I had to add to it. But then it kind of hit me while I was kind of listening to the nurse and nerd interview that they had with Steph Co. That what she's going through is red pill rage. I mean, we've seen this in the space so many times in so many different ways as men in the space, but it's a little bit different when it happens to women. It's not always uh, it's not always expressed in anger or outward anger. Sometimes it's a little bit passive. I won't say passive aggressive, but it's hidden. Is probably a better way of saying it. So basically, Stefco is just red pill raging. So this phase hits later in life for women as they age. She has seen and realized things that earlier on, her ability to think about it clearly has only come later on in life. If it happened earlier, we may have seen Mama Stefco, but we don't. We see someone who is expressing herself as she is moving out of prime dating, childbearing, and marriage age. She recounts mistakes and love interests who did not reciprocate. My brothers in the space have seen this too many times in comment sections, videos, articles, podcasts. These are classic symptoms of red pill rage. The realization of the reality of your own situation, the fact that her reality isn't aligned with what may have been on her mental vision board for her life. I mean, I've gone through this too, where I've looked at what I'm doing and said to myself, this is not what I wanted. And in some cases, things have actually ended up better than I wanted. But to be very honest, I have to, I have to live with the fact that I have failed my own vision in some cases. And this is something that you may be going through now. So we don't really know, but um, continuing on. Something or things are missing that she cannot supply by herself. She can have a child, but not with the man she wants. She can get a man, but they don't check the boxes. We see this in the space where men get a woman, but lose everything in the end through divorce, child support court, or family courts, and things like that. Or we don't get the woman we want, but are ungrateful with with the woman that we possibly neglect. Basically meaning that we get a woman, but then we just don't feel that the woman that we do have is what we wanted. And that sometimes causes us to abuse that woman, treat her like she's less than, because in your mind you've settled. And what you settled for is not something uh, that you're okay with, but somehow you still stick with it, which causes all types of other issues. Uh, Realizing what we want doesn't either want us or we can never earn because we're not willing to do what it takes to get it. This jealousy of her friends' looks, which borders envy, because envy is a little bit more serious. You take a little bit more action with that. Jealousy is usually in thought. Envy usually shows up in physical ways, and I think is a little bit more dangerous. And I don't really think it's that. I think she is making a critique of her friends and her uh, the position of her friends versus her. Which is seen from men who hit the wall of reality hard in life. So we see a lot of our own brothers do this, and they go through it and they look at the Chads and Tyrone, the jawline niggas and stuff like that, and we look at them as if they're doing better when in actuality they have their own problems. I can't say all my brothers escape this. Some turn abusive to the women they are with, or, in some cases on the other side, it's just like a nagging wife who never gives her husband a break, or a baby mama who uses the child to exact her revenge on the father. These are all examples of women going through possibly some type of red pill rage, where their reality does not line up with their actual vision. Apply her statements and talking points to other women and look deeper at the source and their life. Move past the angst and thoughts of insignificance and find your peace. Make peace with your position, lane, station, and existence. Look into yourselves and ask, am I who I want to be? So for some of us, we cannot accept that the answer is yes. I've always said a lot of people don't want to admit they are getting everything they want out of life, because to do so would mean you are okay with your situation. And the question I have to ask is, are you okay with it? With that being said, I'm going to end the video. Uh, Leave your thoughts and comments below. And I do hope she finds some type of peace. I know how it is to be in red pill rage, or what I like to call pink pill rage for women. But I know how it is to be in a red pill rage state as a man and not be able to move past that. The sad part is, she may never have a child. That may be something that she actually wants, especially when you're taking care of other people's children on a regular basis and teaching other people's children. Why not your own? I don't know if there's any other issues that she has with having a child. I know a friend, she goes through that. But, I hope she finds some way to actually get past all of this and find some type of peace and comfort in basically herself. All right. As always, thank you very much for listening. Peace.